Good evening, I'm Pastor Jen, and this is a Harvester Recap. This week we looked at Genesis 50, verses 15 to 21. Joseph's father had died, and his brothers wondered whether Joseph would finally take revenge for what they had done to him. Joseph responded with one of the most remarkable statements in the Bible. "You intended to harm me, but God intended it for good, to accomplish what is now being done, saving many lives." For the last 5 weeks, we've been studying a story held together by one repeated truth. The Lord was with Joseph. And here at the conclusion, we see Joseph recognized it too. It's as though Joseph looked back over his life. He remembered being the 17-year-old boy who told his family about the dreams of them bowing down to him. He remembered being carried into Egypt and sold as a slave. He remembered sitting in an Egyptian prison. He remembered meeting a servant of Pharaoh who would eventually remember him and help change his life forever. He remembered standing before Pharaoh and interpreting his dreams. And he remembered becoming a powerful governor of Egypt before finally being reunited with his father and brothers. It's an epic story. And looking back, Joseph could clearly see God's hand at work. But there's a part of this statement that I'm tempted to skip over. You intended to harm me. God's grace and providence do not require us to ignore the hurts of our past. Joseph did not pretend his brothers had meant well. He named what they did and acknowledged that they intended harm. God is in the restoration business. But restoration does not mean pretending the past didn't happen. It means that God can help us heal from the past. There's no wound that is beyond his reach. Pastor Jason said the final word of Joseph's life was redemption. God redeemed the years in the pit and the prison. He redeemed what Joseph's brothers had intended for harm. And throughout the remaining 65 books of the Bible, we continue to see this theme of redemption. Most clearly, we see it in Jesus Christ. What looked like defeat on the cross became victory when Christ rose from the dead. So I want to leave you with this question. What part of your story needs God's redemption today? That redemption may not come in the form you expect. It may begin with learning to recognize his presence in the middle of your pain. It may look like new life in a place where you thought the story was over. It may mean forgiving someone so that you can move forward. Whatever it looks like, trust God to meet you there and continue his work in you. For Harvester Online, I'm Pastor Jen. Keep praying big and walking bold. I'll see you next week.